Hey guys, Jeremiah Wood here, trappingtoday.com. What I'm going to show you today is a Lynx exclusion device built for 160 conibear traps. As you can see back here, we have some exclusion devices which are cages. These are used for the 120 traps, but it requires a little bigger box for the 160 or the 220. So here in the state of Maine, we are now required by law to use these Lynx exclusion devices so that we don't accidentally catch Canada lynx in our traps. So essentially what this box does is it allows us to bait an area in the back of the box, set the trap here, and it requires the animal to come in through a small entrance and work its way through the box to get caught. That way a larger animal like a lynx cannot get caught. So you can see some specs on how to build these out of wire. Corey Mosby, the fur bearer biologist with Inland Fisheries and Wildlife for the state of Maine, has put together some really good videos on how to build this with wire. I haven't had much luck with the wire as far as had a lot of Marten refusals and Fisher refusals. So I'm making these boxes this year and going to try them out. So basically what we have here is a hinge. You can use any real durable material. I can't afford to buy a bunch of door hinges, so this is just a couple of pieces of inner tube rubber that are screwed down with some pieces of wood, and we fold that up, set our trap in. Now what you're going to want to do is put your bait right in here. And when you have the thing baited, you shut it. Your trap sits right in there. So we have the set trap. Obviously you want to take the safeties off your springs when you're using this. We've got bait back here. We have a slot that allows the springs of the trap to extend to close the trap shut when the animal gets caught. The other thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a screw here and a screw here and use a little piece of wire and wrap that wire around the screw on each side, and that'll make sure that even if it gets moved around by a larger animal, this thing's not going to come apart. So the regulations require that this entrance hole not be more than 6 inches by 7 inches on the outside. And this one, I believe, is 5.5. Yeah, it's about 5.5 by 6. So we're safe there. And then this is designed so that there's a baffle here. So it requires the animal to go through an opening inside the trap that is not greater than 6 inches by 6 inches, and this one's just a little bit smaller than that, again, just to be on the safe side. So that animal's going to tuck in through here. The other regulation is that the closest edge of the entrance hole, which would be right here, has to be a minimum of 18 inches from the location of the trap when the trap is set. And then this slot here cannot be any greater than 1.5 inches by 7.5 inches. So basically that's the exclusion device in a nutshell. These require a lot of pieces, cutting a lot of pieces, screwing a lot of pieces together. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but I think they'll work pretty good. And once you build them, they're built. I'm probably gonna paint these with some Thompson's water seal and make sure they'll hold up. This one's actually made out of Advantech plywood, which is pretty water resistant anyway. So anyway, feel free to ask if you have any questions, and let you know how these work. Thanks.